Good evening. Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with the story of two men who were somehow switched at birth in the hospital. They didn't receive the shocking news until they were in their 60s. One of the men lives in Sechelt and is struggling with his whole identity being upended. He spent his life thinking he was Indigenous. CTV's Shannon Patterson has the story.
As Mom began, she loved the kitchen.
Eddie Ambrose has lived in Manitoba his whole life and never had any reason to question his Ukrainian heritage. And then
my sister's granddaughter wanted to do a 23andMe just to find out more about their family.
That at-home DNA test result shocked Eddie's sister and revealed a long-ago mistake at a small Manitoba hospital.
The DNA came back, you have a brother, but your brother is in BC.
Through more testing, the Ambroses discovered Eddie had been switched at birth with a baby born on the same day, Richard Beauvais, who now lives in Sechelt.
The hardest time in my life, I think, is when I had to phone my two sisters, Valerie and Leona. And, I haven't seen them much since, once since I was 9 years old, but we kept in touch with the phone and have to tell them that I wasn't really their brother.
How do you grab the wrong baby and then give it to the parent? Like, what happened at that time?
It turns out it's Eddie, not Richard, who has Indigenous roots.
Now, if I talk to him today, he's not Ukrainian at all. He's Native, and he's proud of it, and he wants to join his culture.
I need to get my identity back. I need to prove who I am.
Ambrose has applied to become a citizen of the Manitoba Métis Federation, and he's embracing his newfound family.
I've met some of my sisters and brothers.
But for Richard,
I felt as if something was taken away from me because I guess I fought for the right to be a Native by always, anytime somebody teased me, bugged me, I would fight them when I was a kid. And I was kind of proud to say I was Native. I don't know why. You don't understand that until it's taken away from you, and all of a sudden.
Ambrose says while Richard may not have Indigenous blood,
I call him my brother.
Shannon Patterson, CTV News.